Hey Dad, what are you doing?
Oh, hi son. I'm paying the bills. Can I ask you something?
Sure, what do you want?
I would like for you to help your grandpa on the corn garden.
Yeah, I can do that, but I'm on a tight schedule, so I'm probably going to need to know the dimensions of it. So, do you know what the dimensions are?
Sorry son, I don't know the dimensions, but I do know that the area of the garden is 648 square feet, and that the length is 18 feet longer than the width.
It's okay, I can figure it out in an equation I learned in math class.
Okay.
Alright, can I borrow a pen or
Oh,
paper or a pencil or something?
sure, right here.
Thanks. Alright, so, Dad, I think from what I learned in math class, for this problem, we'd have to use the formula that with the area equals the length times the width. So what we're going to do here is that we're going to multiply the length times the width. And since you said that the area was 648 feet squared, then we'll replace that with the letter A. And then for the length, you said was 18 feet longer than the width, right?
Correct.
Alright, so we multiplied that by the width, and since we don't know what that is, we can replace it with a variable. And let's just say the variable is x, and since it's 18 feet longer, it'll be x plus 18. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to distribute, okay? So it'll be 648 equals, alright, x times x, which is x squared, x times 18, which is 18x, alright? And then, what we're going to do, we need some more paper. Okay. What we're going to do here is that we are going to we're going to use the formula x squared plus bx equals c, which this is right now, right? Okay?
Sounds good.
Alright. And since we already figured that out, we're going to move on to the second step, which is adding. So we're going to replace the b, which is already replaced with 18, and we're going to divide that by 2, like this. See? And then, so that's going to be 18 over 2 squared equals 9 squared. Since 18 divided by 2 is 9, and we're going to add the square in. So it would be 9 squared. And 9 times 9 is 81. So you got that problem solved. And then we're going to move on to adding this into the equation, which is x squared plus 18x plus 81 equals 729. Now the reason I got 729 is because you add 81 on each side. And since these are variables, you can't add them with variables since they're radicals, right?
Right.
Okay. So, for the third step, we're going to factor here, see? And simplify.
Cool.
Yeah, I doubt you would find math fun. Okay. So, what we're going to do here is this. Then it'd go into this. See?
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
So, the next little line is going to be x plus 9 squared equals 729. Now you see how I got this, right?
Yes.
Okay. And just in case you don't, what I did was that I divided 18 by 2 here, which ended up getting 9 squared. And we put 18x here, and since we subtracted those, we're going to make 9. and you're going to put the x squared here, but you're going to put the squared outside. Now this is my form of doing it. Now people have different ways of doing things, but this is usually how I do it. Okay, so I would square root the both sides. So what I'm going to do is, to get rid of the squared here, we're going to square root the 729. You see the line here? That's a square root. And we're going to do x plus 9 equals the square root of 729. Now, Dad, do you know what the square root of 729 is?
I have no idea.
Oh, well, let me get my calculator. Okay. According to my calculator, the square root of 729 is, in fact, 27. And negative 27, because when you square root a number, it's not just positive 27. It can be a negative or a positive, but since we don't know which one it is, we're going to have to put both numbers down, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, to finish it off, you're going to write and solve it, like this. And then, so the problem would be negative 9 plus x plus 9 equals 27 plus, negative 9. Alright, and then, or we could do this. We could do negative 9 plus x plus 9 equals 27 plus 9. Okay? And then, see, since, like I said before, the square roots, you'd have to write both of them. Now, my teacher says you can do a plus and put a minus over it, but sometimes I would prefer this for longer problems such as this, so that I can visually see it. Alright, so we know by figuring this out, x, like the width, it can't be negative, see? So you're going to have to get rid of the negative. So the width would be, you'd have to solve each of these. Let me split these up, Dad, real quick, okay? I need to put them in both halves. Equals 27. Okay. What we're going to do here is now we're going to add each of them. These cancel out. X equals 27. 27 minus, you know what 27 minus 9 is, Dad?
I'm not that smart, son. What is it?
Really? Okay. It's 18.
Oh.
And
Nice.
do you know what 27 plus, and 27 plus 9, and negative 27 plus negative 9, I mean, sorry, Dad, is negative 18. And since since, like I said, you can't have a negative, it has to be this. So, we figured out the width is 18 feet, finally. I doubt you have enough time to stand here, but like we said, if we're going to find the length, we're going to have to write the equation x plus 18. And to replace x, you're going to put 18 with 18. Since the width is 18, and since the length is 18 feet longer, you're going to add 18 plus 18, which is the width plus the amount that it is more than the width, you know what I mean. And that would add up to 36. So, the width is 18, and the length is 36. So, the dimensions of the garden are, in fact, 18 and 36. See? And this is how you check it. 18 times 36, 6 times 8. Dad, you can do this. What's 6 times 8?
6 times 8 is 48.
Okay, good job. And 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10, and 3 times 8 is 24. And you put the 2 up here. 3 times 1 is 3, and you add the 2 that you had with the 24 because you can't fit both numbers in one slot. So that would be 5. Alright, then you add these together, and that's 648, as you can see.
Alright. that it?
Yeah.